if this caller, you're live on the air. Do you have a question for Leslie?
Well, it's not so much a question, but just, first of all, I mean, I think it's great that this article is written to, you know, kind of draw attention to the fact that this isn't specific to, to Bernie supporters. But, I mean, I actually think this is a much larger issue than just a sexism thing. You know, YouTube, I believe, now requires people to put names to their posts because they were getting so many nasty comments. And, you know, I just think that we're, you know, with the anonymity that has sprouted up with the internet, that, you know, it's kind of unleashed the worst of humanity. And if anything, I think it kind of highlights something that progressives haven't wanted to look at in themselves. You know, it's sort of easy for us to point the finger at Republicans like Donald Trump as, you know, being racist and sexist and all that kind of stuff. But the fact is, in many ways, it's just as predominant in progressives. But, you know, progressives kind of have a nicer face on the surface. So I think it's really highlighting something about humanity that needs to be acknowledged.
I can't agree with you more. And I apologize, I didn't get your name. What's your name?
It's Jessica.
Jessica, thanks so much for that comment. And like I said, I can't agree with you more. I think what happens is, my estimation is that when someone does something you don't like, or someone does something that you disagree with and you want to hurt them, you have the capability of devolving into the very worst, which would be a racist if you want to hurt them, or would be a sexist comment if you want to hurt them, or a xenophobic comment, or a religiously bigoted comment, or a sexual orientation comment, right? People always go for the thing that can hurt you the most, and I think this is just another example of that, Leslie. That this is a woman who is successful. She's intelligent. She is capable of making her own decisions without anyone else's help. But because she made a decision that some people didn't like, they went, instead of saying, I disagree with your political analysis, they went straight for the most insulting, the thing that they thought would be the most insulting to her. What do you think about that, Liz?
Yeah, I think that's exactly it. And what the last caller just said about, you know, progressives thinking they're better, a lot of people responded to the article with, oh, that's how terrible those Trump supporters are. And I had to tell them, no, there's some progressives in that mix. There's some people just as angry at a woman as a Trump supporter would be. And there were Trump supporters who responded to my article saying, hey, where's our article about how we're treated as women who support Donald Trump? So no one has the high ground on this, and we delude ourselves into thinking that, but no one really does.
I have to applaud you on that one, man. None of us have the high ground. I think all of us are capable of being that what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say evil, but that evil, right? We have that capability, and if we don't rise above it, like Jessica said, it's a statement against our humanity, right? That we just allow ourselves to devolve. And so, Leslie, listen, thanks so much, one, for writing the article, two, for coming on and talking about it. And I don't know, what time is it there in Japan?
It's only 11:30 a.m., so we're good.
Oh, you're in the middle of the day. Awesome, man. Listen, we'd love to have you back. Keep writing. Share some more stuff with us on Twitter. Tell everyone how they can get up with you.
Thank you very much. If you want to follow me, just follow me on Tokyo Vampires on Twitter at Tokyo Vampires. But I mostly post about Japanese women's pro wrestling, so I post about politics some. But if you're interested in some good pro wrestling, I can hook you up too.
So Japanese women's pro wrestling.
Yes.
That's the scene over there in Japan.
That's what I'm writing about. Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. Leslie, thanks so much for joining us, man.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
My pleasure. My pleasure. All right, folks, I have another guest, the always fabulous, the always just amazing. I don't know what else to say about her other than to unmute her microphone and say hello to my homegirl, Anoa Changa. Anoa, how are you?
I'm